By the way, JT, how was the the train the
Demon Slayer Mugen Train?
yeah since you watched it, you can elaborate and tell me what you thought of it about it,
Oh my
cause
God, that shit was fucking godly, my guy. Like, oh my God, it's everything I read. It is everything I read in the manga. Like, yes, and more. Like how they made it epic and the fight and all
I
that.
really
Like,
fucking
Jesus
hate that.
Christ.
I really fucking hate that arc. In the
Oh
manga,
man.
he fucking got rid of my character. It's like they introduced him at the end of the arc before the train,
Right, yeah,
and then
yeah.
they're like,
Definitely.
"Oh
Well, yeah,
yeah,
no.
let's fucking kill him." It's like what the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, I was
But
so.
but it's not. But his death does mean something. Not just like, oh, like he's just, oh, like you introduce him and he's off, right? Like you just kill him off. His death does mean something. It means this is the nature of the job. Even if you're a Hashira, you
Mm-hmm.
can meet a really high demon and get killed. Like just because you're a Hashira doesn't mean you're invincible. Like, it still takes years of practice and whatever to like, get those skills up in demon slaying and your breathing technique. So, I just saw like his death as like it represents how the nature of the job is very difficult and it just takes a lot of experience and a lot of practice and a lot of, training, to own your skills and
Hmm.
kill these demons because it's really tough. That guy was really fucking tough. Like Akaza was like Upper Moon 3, he's a very tough like dude. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And then once you go in the manga and see the other two that were above him, it's like, okay,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The
It's like,
other,
oh
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. The rest, the upper rank ones are like, oh no, these niggas are wild. These niggas are
Yo, like
wild.
Upper Moon 2 was nuts, but then Upper Moon 1, oh my Lord. I was like, why is he not the boss? How is he not the boss?
That is true. I was like, damn, son, like these niggas wildin'. But you bring up a good point. Like I didn't really think of that. Like oh, it talks about
Yeah.
the job is like fucking rough,
Hmm.
and
It's
I
rough.
I just wish we had gotten more time with the characters or that character in particular because it's like we get his
But that's the
origin
thing.
and then he fucking dies. This is like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
no,
Like,
we get
I
his
was like,
origin. Of
what?
course, we were getting the origin, but that's the thing, bro. Like, if you keep it, like, since I read the manga, and then you just keep reading on, and when he goes and like, they showed it in the movie where he talks about his brother, his little brother,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
Tanjiro will go to his little brother and talk more about his brother and like, oh, he was an honorable man and everything, and he died right for the right reasons, so you should live out your life, and he's gonna be a great like I see the brother growing up and taking up that mantle and picking up where his brother left off too to be a great demon slayer himself. So that's a good thing for his brother and to come up to and all that because you know they all did look the same and I feel like for that family it's like if he grew up and the brother grew up they'd be like the same exact fucking person
Yeah, yeah, and
too
then
but like it's a good
yeah.
I feel like that like like his like you continue on and to still hear about him and still hear his character through his brother too. So
Yeah,
that like his death doesn't mean like oh that's just like oh you forget about him like no when you
you
meet his little brother you still like see everything about Rengoku there.
hmm. I didn't. Hmm. I think you've actually changed my viewpoint on that arc a little bit. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, because I was like damn this is because
Damn.
look because count how many Hashira there are. There used to be more Hashiras than that. They used to say there used to be way more Hashira level demon slayers, but now they just
Oh
dwindle
right, yeah,
down
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I think in the
yeah.
opening of the movie, you saw like the graves, and you're like, "Fuck, this is a lot of
Mm-hmm.
graveyards." So I
There's
guess
a
they were.
lot of niggas that died, bro.
I don't. What?
And it's like young people too. They were all young.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to see the age past like almost 20 or something almost. Some of them don't get to see the past age of 15, 16.
Yeah, I guess that's my little issue with Demon Slayers because I think, and this is gonna be controversial, but I think the anime is kind of mid. It just got beautiful art, and that's about it. But but I will say I did watch the movie. I will say that final fight scene.
Oh,
Oof, I was like, okay.
oof.
I was like,
That
okay.
music was getting to me. I was like, this music is like and when it kept on like pausing and like back into the beat, I'm like, whoa, whoa.
Nah, son. When that nigga hold him down, I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was a
waiting for the
struggle.
sun. Waiting for the sun. He was like, yo, just become a demon, bro. You ain't got to worry about any of this if you become a demon. My son was
Nope.
like, nah, son. You going to have to take these L's, bro. You going to have to take this L. Eh. But yeah, it was a good. Sad that my nigga died. Had to relive that shit. Feel bad, depressed, but it is what it is. Um, hopefully, what I'm hoping for, because are they gonna continue the anime, or are they just gonna keep doing movies of the
Oh no,
chapter?
they gotta.
Yeah,
The animes, the manga stuff, they have the manga.
I
They
guess.
they have to continue with the anime after the movie, after making big bucks out of that. Like yes, of course they're gonna continue the anime.
Yeah,
They have to continue the
I,
anime
I, I
now,
if I'm not
and
mistaken,
then
continue.
maybe make the final arc another movie, or just end it like all other, just keep going on, just end it as episodes. I don't know. Either
I,
way, it's still good.
I would honestly, I would like the final battle in to be in a movie format because I think that final battle,
It
the
kind of would deserve one.
yeah, it's so dope. It's so dope. Although spoilers, like half of the fucking like pretty much all the demon slayers fucking died. It was it's still dope. And then like spoilers.
I mean, not all of them. Like
Not all of them, but most of them got wiped out. Like most of them got
a
wiped out.
quarter, a quarter.
Nigga, most of them like took L's. Everybody took L's.
Nah. We took some good W's. There was some good W's, but there was like W's with serious injuries.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think like Tanjiro's like love interest, like she lost her fucking eye. I was like, what the fuck? I was
Yeah,
like,
she lost her eye. She had to sacrifice her eye. Someone loses, someone has to sacrifice her eye. Like one dude like kind of has to eat a demon and become part demon. Like so
right.
he has to sacrifice like part of his humanity or something like that. Like I don't know. I think he recovers. I don't think he dies from that, but he
I
he
know
was it.
Tanjiro near the end he becomes a demon.
Oh yes, yep.
That
I don't
that
know.
that part I want to see done
For
because
anybody, yeah, in a movie format, right? I don't know for anybody who spoilers. I don't know. We too late on this, but
yeah, fuck
yes,
it.
like Tanjiro does have to like eat a piece of a demon, and like he turns like half demon for the battle, but he has to like fight it off,
It's like
so he can turn back to normal.
and the whole is like, oh well, nigga, we humans, I want to die, and he turns back normal. I was like, you motherfucker. I thought that's what it was gonna
But they
continue.
do. It is for a reason. He does do that to kill. What's his face? What's his name? Kaizen or
I
what's his
think it's
name?
Kaizen.
Whatever his name
I
is, the
forgot his
big
name.
boss dude. But
I know who
Jesus
you're referring.
Christ,
You mean Michael Jackson? You mean
Michael Jackson.
yes,
Yeah,
Michael
whatever.
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. He was honestly they
Yeah.
kind of killed him
No.
off. They kind of killed him off like super. I felt like it was easy when
No,
they
no, no,
fought
no, no,
him.
no, 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 no. No. You get no. Understand this. Because in the manga, right? You're reading it in the manga, and you're just going through
That's
pages.
true. That's true.
This fight lasted the whole night, son. That fight lasted the entire goddamn from dusk till dawn, son, or
Well,
some shit.
yeah. Well, then again, because they did go to a different land to fight them, and then
Yes,
like it
and they went to a
lasted.
different dimension.
Fucking, they were all like, "Yo, we gotta control our breathing because this shit is
Yes.
wild."
Yes, and then imagine Tanjiro. Of course, he's our hero, right? He's our MC. Of course, he gets the final fight. But Jesus, what goddamn happens? Like, oh my God, he is fighting this dude, and of course, he's regenerating
Yeah.
at a crazy speed, and he's doing this for the whole night, trying to get in. He's fighting the whole night, doing this crazy dance, doing steps into this crazy
Mm-hmm.
dance, super move just
Mm-hmm.
to, just get an opening, not not even kill, not even injure and kill, just to get an opening. He does this for the whole night just to get an opening and cut his head off. That's oh, and not even to cut his head off. This nigga Kaizen has multiple hearts. This is
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that you're talking
this
about it, it's starting to
and
flashback to me.
and and he was moving that shit around. He was moving that shit all around his body. So this was a tough fucking fight.
Yeah,
You're regenerating, and you're moving your hearts all throughout your body. Like what the fuck?
yeah. Something tells me they should really just animate that fight
Yeah, they should really make that animated fight into a movie. You're
into a
pretty right.
movie because, like, I think you Demon Slayer fans would
Do,
enjoy it a
do you
lot.
understand? Like, you have to understand the amount of effort that is, and you're a human. This is like you're not superpowered. This is not Naruto. It's not Bleach. You know, you're still a crazy swordsman with breathing. Like this is breathing. This is your lungs, my nigga. Like just giving you like some extended kind of power. It's almost like fucking in JoJo with that breathing technique. And I was like, you're still a normal dude, but you get fucked up,
You'll
you know, niggas put a mask on your neck, you get choked, it's over.
true. You'll be surprised because, like, that's another positive I'll give to the show is that um, the actual breathing techniques they actually be doing in the show is actually real life breathing techniques. I was like, what the fuck? I
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
looked
they
it
were
up.
based on an actual martial art.
Yeah,
They actually are based on something.
and it's funny because I tried some of the breathing techniques in when I was doing my exercise,
Mhm.
and I realized like, whoa, you're like, yo, my nigga, you do some of these breathing techniques, you'll actually last longer and not be so exhausted. If
You're
you
gonna
actually,
feel better.
yeah, you're like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be the next fucking Demon Slayer, baby.
Right.
But
Well, if you think about it, a lot of shit is based on the martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
A
true.
lot of shit.
Yeah,
Like
this.
Well,
even
even
fucking
Mm,
any anime or manga, they
it's
just
just
take weird technique from martial arts and making it into a power.
mm.
I mean, Jesus Christ, look at Kengan Ashura.
Uh,
Kengan Ashura is deeply rooted, and martial arts is. They made extensive research on those.
that is true. That is true. Was there any scene that stood out to you? Um,
I mean, I love every scene in Kengan Ashura. Cosmo's fights are always
I was talking
awesome.
about
The
Demon
main
Slayer, the
characters
Demon
fight.
Slayer movie, but okay, whatever.
Oh, but Demon Slayer, but as well, okay. But Demon Slayer wise, of course, the train when they cut the neck, that was awesome. The teamwork it takes for Demon Slayers to put in to kill a tough demon. I was, that shows that just shows the nature of the work. I'm just telling you, like sometimes, like when you're watching these guys team up and kill a demon, it just shows the nature of the work. How tough it is to be a demon slayer and to kill some demons. You got to put in some uh tough work. Uh, the breathing techniques and synchronize. That was
Mm,
awesome. So, but that teamwork with Tanjiro and Boarhead was awesome.
that
And of course,
the fight.
anyone will tell you that that final fight is just
Yeah,
the cherry on top, the cherry on top of this movie. Like that was just crazy.
I won't lie. That was the final fight was like the highlight, but I would also give it up to like the dream sequence, like where my boy was he had his backstory. They gave him his backstory, and then like the girl was coming up to like slice his like little spirit orb, and this
Yeah, the spirit
nigga
core.
out of his fucking dreams just choking the
Just
fuck
grabbed
out
her
of
and choked her.
I
Yeah.
was like, this nigga wow. My
James
son,
keeps talking about that scene. He loves that one. He was just choking her and just holding her there for like mad long.
she's like, this nigga has
Every time
survival
every time
instincts.
for survival, really hard survival instinct.
Nigga was
He was just standing there for mad long choking her out, and it was like
choking.
every time they cut to him, it was just like him holding her. Like, what the fuck?
Like, yo, son, like, damn, nothing was escaping this man. That's why it was kind of sad that he died. I wish I got
Yeah,
time to spend with him. I guess that's the
his
point.
survive. I mean, yeah, you just saw like how amazing he was, and like and then like Akaza said it too. In like a year or two, he would have owned the skills and become a great swordsman. And and that's the thing about Demon Slayer. Like they have time gaps. There's going to be the training sessions that they go through have mad time gaps. Like there's a lot of like time skips in Demon Slayer. You gotta think about that too.
Yeah,
And if they had and if he had stayed alive and owned those skills, Jesus Christ, he would have been one of the top Ashura there. And you see, and then even though you see those time skips and the other Ashuras go through their training sessions, they put up a great fight during in the end, but you know they get injured, they get fucked up pretty bad. But if like Jesus, if you think about it, if Flame Ashura was there, if Rengoku was there, Jesus, he would have probably had a he was probably gonna make a great help, amazing help.
funny enough, the backstory to the final fight, the demon that they fought with the final fight, his backstory, I was like, and this is like manga territory stuff. His whole backstory is kind of sad.
Hmm.
I was like, damn,
Yeah,
son.
it really is.
My son was like, yo,
They gave him a good couple of chapters, which I'm like in anime form. They personally gave him a good couple 4 or 5 episodes. This is good 4 or 5 episodes worth.
yeah. I think out of all the demons, his backstory was the best because it was like, oh, I'm just like this homeless fucking dude that's
He
troublemaker.
was no, he was a twin.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was a
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
twin,
my
and then
bad. Yeah, he was a twin.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was a twin, and like just one of them, one his brother was better than him or something like that, at like swordsmanship. But even though his brother was better at swordsmanship, his brother didn't want to pick up a sword, didn't want to kill, but he only did it when he grew up for just to protect people.
Hmm. Interesting.
Ah, yeah, but he picked up the sword since he was the younger
So wait,
one.
what backstory was the fuck I was talking about? Wait a minute. I have a question. I have a question because I can't remember. Um, what the heck is that in the back room? What the hell are y'all doing?
So I was letting Jonathan back in.
Okay, so I have a question because who is that guy in the manga? We talking manga. Who
Hmm.
who is the demon that they fought? One of the high lieutenants demon that they fought that had like Tanjiro's like scar. Who the fuck was that? I can't remember. Like, was that his dad or like an ancestor of him?
Probably something like that. It was some connection to his blood, I believe.
Okay. Because
I think they were trying to hint that he is probably an ancestor of Tanjiro's father, like deep down, because he's been a demon for like a minute.
yeah,
So
he
he's
fucked
probably like a
everybody up.
descendant.
So
Yeah, he's probably like a descendant of Tanjiro's blood. He was
oh
probably that twin, like the his elder brother probably like his descendants passed down, and eventually got to Tanjiro, but his blood didn't because he turned into a demon. He
interesting.
turned into a demon, and I believe he had to kill his brother, or like yeah, he killed his brother or something like that in a fight.
Okay, because I couldn't remember because I know he was connected, but I couldn't exactly remember because I'm like, yo, I read that shit a long time ago. Just when
Hmm.
they announced like, hey, the manga's ended, I'm like, yo, time for me to fucking read it.
Right, right.
Read that whole shit in like 2 sittings, and I was like,
But
damn,
yeah,
this was
his
like,
backstory is pretty epic. I was like, yeah, this is a good 4 or 5 episodes they personally gave him. If this was in anime form, I was like, oh, because his family. It was something about his family too that hated him or didn't like that he was. or like they had some animosity to him, his family personally too, and that's why his father
Ah,
like he had like love for his brother, but like it's like why don't you fight and be a demon slayer, or whatever, something along those
I'm
lines.
not gonna lie. That's kind of like kind of like the funny thing about Demon Slayer is like it's kind of repetitive. It's like, oh, meet a demon. Demon's talking shit. We killed the demon. Time to get a sad backstory on the demon.
Side facts
Tanjiro
on a
comes up
demon.
like, I
Because
feel
that's what it is.
sorry.
It is a curse that like they were once human. So
But they
that's what they're
chose to
trying to
be
explain.
cursed. I don't, nigga.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because they wanted the curse, they wanted the power of the demon for sad reasons, like Upper Moon One just wanted to just turn into a demon so he could own his, like I mean, he kind of did it for selfish reasons, but it was kind of sad that he like had to turn on his brother and blah blah blah, and like he just turned into a demon so he could own his skills and own his breathing skills and techniques and sought out power.
It is what
He
it
did it for
is.
those selfish reasons, but damn, like the brother thing was like Jesus.
Damn.
And like and like brothers and sisters, those guys they be turning into demons all the time to protect their siblings or whatnot. I'd be like, oh God.
All right, that's fair. Fair enough. If you had to give it a rating, what would you give the Demon Slayer movie?
Oh, that was definitely. I would say it's very much perfect. It's very much perfect. It's like, come on, it's the
Perfect.
manga. Like, yeah, perfect. Like 10 out of 10. I wouldn't doubt. Like, I loved it from start to end. It started where the anime left off, and it stopped right as like, yeah, like after his death,
Yo,
and then they go
they didn't
into
even
the
go any further than that. That's the funny part. They were
any
like,
further than that.
nope,
They
we're
didn't.
not giving
They didn't.
you anything else.
Yeah, they didn't give you no, like they go back to the training, they go back to blah blah, and they like, oh, okay, they get healed up, nothing, and you don't even none of that. That's all in the manga. Like after all that, yes, they do go get healed, they train up, and then they go to, I think, Tanjiro goes to, he goes to the, as I said, goes to
Yeah, it goes to the
Rengoku's little brother,
yeah.
and gets a new sword, and spoiler alert, I don't know, like
Get the
when he
fire
gets,
sword.
yeah, gets the fire sword, like he takes Rengoku's hilt from his sword and puts it on his new sword.
Oh, I thought they made it for him, or oh no. Actually, yeah, he put it on
I'm
the hill.
sure that'd be done in the movie.
Yeah, he
He
puts it
takes
on
off.
the new sword.
It
Yeah,
was.
he puts the flame hilt on his new sword because remember he pole launched his other sword in Akaza's back.
Oh right. Wait, it broke or? Oh
Nah,
yeah. No,
he
no.
just threw it, and
No, he
and
threw
he
it like
sticking
an
him.
idiot. I was like, you wildin',
He
Bucko.
basically disappears to the night with his sword.
Yo, my son was booking it, so he saw the sun. He was like, oh, gotta go. Gotta live to
Because
fight another day.
The,
Fuck
the
you.
way he ran so quick and fast was funny.
Nah, son, that shit had me.
Looking for Tanjiro was saying, "Stop being a pussy.
Nigga was like,
Stop
I
yo,
being
mean,
a pussy. Get back here and fight.
Mhm.
You weak sauce."
nah, he was
he
like,
Akaza
Said
said,
was
all. He said all that shit.
Akaza was still trying to talk shit. That was the funniest part.
yo,
He
it
was like,
really was.
I'm
He's like the
I'm not running away from
you
you. I'm
think
just running away from the
Palpatine,
sun. Nah, nigga, come still fight me, nigga, pussy.
he would have, it would have been
a
a
draw.
draw. They both would have lost.
Really?
Nah,
What
but he
he?
does. But he does. But Akaza did unfortunately escape, and I was like, watch this nigga talk mad shit when he sees the other demons, and that's what exactly happened
Yeah,
when I kept on reading.
yeah, he did.
It was
I
like,
was
nigga,
like,
you almost died. I was like, what? So what, nigga?
so what?
I,
I
killed
won.
I killed the dude.
I won. I got my win. Fuck you if I got injured. A win's a win.
Like, so what? I healed.
Last man standing. That's
Like,
what
nigga, you was
matters.
almost caught by the sun. Fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. All right, but
So
You get roasted potentially.
so
that,
you
all
almost get potentially roasted.
right. Well, let me stop
You be
recording.
talking mad. Akaza be talking mad shit with like number two, Upper Moon two.
Hey,
But
man.
Tanjiro was
Making mad points, like the way
Like, if it weren't for him being a demon, he would have like the dude sliced off so many of his arms and shit.
Mm.
Like he had so many limbs, like sliced off. He's a very careless fighter because he's a demon.
I mean, he was always
He's very
careless,
careless.
even in the backstory he
He's
got.
not he's very powerful, but he's very careless.
But
So all
but
someone would have to do would be to neutralize his healing factor, and he's dead.
uh but but even in
But don't.
the what you call it, the backstory they gave him, before he knew how to fight, he was always reckless in a fight until like the sensei who taught him how to fight. That's when he was like mad guarded and shit. I was like, oh, okay. Sad backstory, but we moving on from this. We moving on from this.